Hi, and welcome to Mr. Phil's Real Estate Page. One of the things I absolutely love about my job is that pretty much every day I learn something new or get a question that creates content for this site. So here's what I figured out yesterday. I have a client who was considering new construction. And so I got to thinking, most people, a lot of times the first time a realtor finds out that their client is even considering new construction, when the client calls and tells them that they've moved. Important things for you to know when you buy new construction. First and foremost, those representatives, however nice they are and whatever wonderful people they are, and most of them are wonderful people, work for the builder. And at least in Missouri, unless they are a licensed realtor, which most of them are not, they don't even have to disclose that to you. So essentially, when you sit down and make one of the biggest purchases in your life that you're ever going to make, you don't have any representation. That person on the other side of the desk is working for someone else, not you. When you have a realtor with you, or even just saying their name, that creates a fiduciary responsibility for your realtor to look out for your best interests. So you think, well, it's a reputable builder. There's only so many choices. Why do I need a realtor? A couple things about that. First of all, each one of those builders has their own real estate contract. They differ from one to the next. They are not a standard Missouri real estate contract. So you need someone who can actually read that contract for you and know what it says. The other thing is that, and here's a biggie, you'll drive into a development and there will be a great big sign saying how homes starting from, and there's a number. It's a very attractive number. Yesterday I was on sites as low as 119 and as high as 250. Guess what? Not one of those builders ever build one of those homes. The 119 ones, the median price of what they actually built is closer to 180. The ones that said 159 to 180 were really building in the 250 range. That's $100,000 difference. The thing is that what they're counting on is that you will get in there and you'll be drawn in by that price, and you'll think, wow, 1,200, 1,400, 1,600, 3,000 square feet, whatever it is your target, for only this much money. So you sit down and you talk to them, and then you find out what the add-ons cost. And the add-ons, it could be brick, it could be an extra car driveway, sometimes it's a basement, it can be bowed windows, it can be upgraded light fixtures are a biggie, countertops are a biggie, quality of cabinets are a biggie. Guess what? Most of the higher end builders offer the low end cabinets and then work very hard to discourage you from choosing them. And here's why. If you have a development that is mostly $250,000 homes, and somebody comes in and buys the base model $180,000 house, first of all, it looks out of place because it doesn't have any extras on it. And second, it has devalued the neighborhood a little bit. Makes the neighbors who have already shelled out considerably more very mad at the builder. And the builder's got to stay on that site probably, it could be a year, 2, 3 years that builder's on the site. So here's an advantage when you're working with a real estate agent. It can show you anything. They can show you new construction. They can show you existing homes. They can seek out different financing options. Many of these builders will steer you to their lender. I mean, it's not illegal. They can't force you, but they will certainly suggest that you at least get an approval by their lender. And they have a reason for that. They want to trust that you can actually buy. They might ask for big deposits. There are so many things that you could get into trouble with when you're sitting down across the desk from that person who doesn't work for you, especially when you don't have somebody who does work for you sitting right next to you. So, realtor can show you anything. a good realtor, if they know that you're looking at new construction, if they don't already have the product knowledge, will spend a couple of days going out and looking at all the developments that you might qualify or be in your target range and be familiar with it and have already met all of the builder reps that you are likely to encounter. Whereas that builder rep can only sell the product that is available in that development. So if they have mostly townhome, if it's a townhome development, they can only sell townhomes, and they might have restrictions where 3-car garages can only go on these lots, and walkout basements can only go on these lots. Well, guess what? If you're going to have a big upgrade like a walkout basement, there's going to be other upgrades that they really want to put onto that house. Otherwise, they don't max their profit. And any business has to make a profit or they don't get to stay in business. You want that builder to stay in business, just if no other reason, to honor their warranties and to maintain the value of your property. Builders are wonderful people. I've worked with a number of them over the years. Some of them became really good friends. But you need to know as a consumer that they don't work for you. And in Missouri, unless they are a licensed realtor, they don't even have to tell you that. That's my job to tell you that. So if you have more questions about new construction or are thinking about a move, I can't think of a better time in history for you to consider a move. Give me a call, 314-440-1507, or go to my website, www.askmrphil.com, or register at mrphil.listingbook.com. You have access to all the same properties I do. Not all the information I do, but all the properties I do. Thanks. Have a great day. Take care.